Hello and welcome to my video on the top 3 PayPal accepting brokers. These are in no particular order. These are just 3 of the strongest brokers out there that accept PayPal for deposits. So keep that in mind as I go through these. The first one I have pulled up for you is XTB, well-known brokerage firm. Quite a bit of markets to trade. It's something like 1,500. You can see that if you click on a range of markets, they have Forex, 48 currency pairs. They have indices that you can trade. 500 to 1 leverage, which is extraordinarily high. Same thing with commodities. We have 500 to 1 leverage, gold, silver, oil, etc. Stock CFDs. They have 100 or 1,500 equities, leverage 10 to 1. Low commission, 8 basis points. We also can trade CFD ETFs there, 1 to 10 ratio as well. And they also do a bit of crypto, some of the bigger ones. So, when you look at the broker, the first thing that you'll notice is that they have what they call X Station 5. It's essentially... It's like a takeoff of the back end, if you've ever seen tradingview.com. Very similar to that. It's almost like a mix between that and the old MetaTrader platforms. Very strong. They have over 15 years experience. They've been working on this platform in perpetuity. So there are plenty of updates and the like. So we go to the About Us, 15 years experience. They have offices in 13 countries around the world. They also have regulation FCA in the UK, SciSec in Cyprus. Very strong platform, like I said before. And as we take a look at the Forex markets, you can see how tight the spread really is. You can also see the leverage here is 1 to 500. So high leverage, so do keep that in mind. You can deposit funds through the back end. You just simply sign in, and it will take you to the funding page. Pretty straightforward. You can go to the deposits withdrawals. Like I said, you can log into the client office. You can select the payment method. That includes credit cards, bank transfer, and a ton of e-wallets, like PaySafe, NetTeller, Skrill, etc. They do have market analysis. I don't know that I would get too excited about this. This isn't really their strongest suit. This is basic analysis that you see in various brokers anyways, so not a huge surprise. I do think that this is a market, platform as far as like the technology. I like it. They are regulated. And of course, XTB, like I said, it's been around for 15 years, so they are pretty strong. And of course, take PayPal, so that's one of the big bonuses. BDSwiss, now, again, you take a look at the platform. It's kind of similar to the X Markets platform. So that's definitely something we're taking notice of. You can see that they also have the MetaTrader systems here, 4 and 5. We go to the Forex, and you can see that they have 50 Forex pairs, or more than 50. They also have 3 different accounts, so it comes down to how much you deposit, obviously. You can see leverage as high as 1 to 500 here as well. But they also offer commodities, currencies, shares, indices, and crypto. So you can connect to them really easily. All of these have 24/5 support when it comes to phone. They do it through a callback, but the others have direct phone numbers. You can certainly get as much help and support here as you can anywhere else, as far as like the FAQs. For example, we'll go ahead and look at this now. Do you offer like swap-free Islamic accounts? If they do, what kind of account types do you offer? I mentioned that there were different account types. There's 3 different types, so that's something worth paying attention to. So you can get the 3 different accounts. If you get a raw, it's a commission, $5 per lot, minimum of $5,000 deposit, and that means the spreads can be 0. All of them offer daily analysis, so that is something worth paying attention to, I suppose. Speaking of which, we've got the Learning Center and live education, and then some courses. They're not bad. You're going to need to know something before you come in, but it is a good place to start. I do believe that as they are pretty widely spread out, you do have the ability to kind of grow with them, and that certainly is helpful. They have, like I said, they have trading alerts, auto chartists. So, in this case, they're probably a little bit more in depth at BDSwiss than they are at, like XTB. They have a live Forex heat map. Again, the education. They have seminars, webinars, that type of thing, special reports for research. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. They are all the way from basic to very advanced. They are based out of the Seychelles. They are regulated by the FSA, so that's something to keep in mind. They are regulated in the UK, so they fall under the same purview that XTB does. And finally, let's take a look at Plus 500. Now, Plus 500 has been around for quite some time, since about 2008. They are based out of the UK. They do have a relatively strong reputation. They've serviced thousands of customers. They offer a ton of instruments as well. It's a CFD brokerage firm. But I'm going to focus mainly on Forex, but it does give you the ability to pay attention to like stocks and commodities options. So there's a lot of ways to kind of expand your trading, if you will. If you click on view our Forex pairs, there's a little over 60. They do have the dollar index. That's kind of handy, actually. So, for example, let's just click on euro dollar, click on full details. You can see the spread is infinitesimal. It's the 0.33% initial margin, leverage 300 to 1. So that, of course, is something to pay attention to as well. It's pretty strong leverage. That will change depending on the currency pair. So I will go to maybe a little bit more volatile currency pair, like the Swiss franc Danish krona. Initial margin is 0.5%, leverage is 200 to 1. So you kind of have to go through and figure all of that out. Now, payment methods, obviously we have the PayPal deposit. as is the headline for the video. But really, at this point, there are other ways that you can input money or withdraw funds. So you can go to the back office and click on funds management. You can withdraw via your card if that's how you chose, or PayPal. They can reverse that as well. They do have some kind of, for lack of a better word, education area. They offer alerts, they offer a trader's guide, news and market insights, but this is more like a blog. So it's not necessarily where you're going to go to learn how to trade. I mean, there are some useful little bits here and there, but probably more like just to kind of keep up to date on what's going on. And truthfully, brokerages, they struggle to provide up-to-date news anyways. So really, you're probably going to be looking for some type of outsourced or outside interest as far as trying to keep up with the world, as it were. Pretty straightforward. Plus 500's been around for ages. And again, like I said, they offer other instruments. So, they really seem to kind of pound the options as well. So you can see like Snapchat, Nat Gas, Tesla. You can see gold. You can see where you could trade just about anything you really wanted to. And that is useful. Depending on what you're looking for, I would say most of these brokers are going to be somewhat interchangeable. Plus 500 has a little bit more in the way of leverage, if that's what you need. But all of them offer an absolute ton of markets to trade. And all of them are well known and regulated by the FCA, which is crucial. So with that in mind, you can't really go wrong with any particular one. They are some of the best brokerage firms in the world right now that accept PayPal. So if that's your route, these would be 3 great places to start.